So here we have the price of a car is lowered by 20% to rupees 40,000. Try to understand this. Lowered by 20%. So when you are lowering by 20%, its price becomes 40,000. What is the original price of the car? This means if I take the original price as X, then on lowering by 20%, what will happen? The remaining amount will be equal to 80% of the original price, which is equal to rupees 40,000. Very good. Now once you get this equation, 80% of X is equal to 40,000, you can easily find out the value of X. So let us find out the value of X. So the value of X will be equal to 40,000 multiplied by this 100 will go up. This 100 will go up. Okay. I do not want to make any mistake. Therefore, why not to use the marker divided by 80. On cancellation, let's do some cancellation. The 0 gets cancelled. 8 5 times 40 0 is equal to 5,000 multiplied by 10 is equal to 50,000 rupees. 50,000. Okay. What is the original price? So this is the original price. Also find the reduction. You are being asked reduction. How much? How much was the price reduced? Therefore, reduction is equal to rupees 50,000 minus this 40,000, which will give you 10,000 rupees. 10,000 is the reduction. Okay. If the price of an article is increased by 25%, have a look over here. If the price of an article is increased by 25%, as I said, that if the previous percent, I have already said that the percent means 100. When it is increased by 25%, the increase is rupees 10. Okay, means here they are saying that this 25% of the price of the article is equal to rupees 10. Okay, so let the price of the article be X. Okay, let the price of the article be rupees X. Now, when the price of the article is rupees X, they say that if the price increases by 25%, the increase is rupees 10. Means 20, according to the question, 25% of this original price is equal to 10. So my dear, if you get this equation, if you are able to find this particular equation, you can easily find out the value of x. This means the value of x over here will be equal to how much? Let's see. 25% of x means 25 by 100 of x is equal to 10. Therefore, x is equal to 10 multiplied by 100. This will go up while this 25 will come down. 25 how many times? 25 4 times. Clear? 25 4 times. So x is equal to how much? How much? X is equal to 4040. X is equal to 40. So what was this? This was your original price. What are they asking? They are asking you the new price. So my dear, the new price which they are talking about, the new price will be equal to the original price plus increase. This means original price was 40, increase was 10 is equal to rupees 50 is your new price. Clear? Let's have a look at the other one. These all are word problems and I feel that they are very, very easy. If the price of an article is reduced by 10%, the reduction is 40. Just opposite to this particular question. Here you have find the new price, and here you have what is the old price. So if the price of an article is reduced by 10%, means if I take the original price, let the original price, okay, of the article be rupees X, then if the price is reduced by 10%, the reduction is 40, means 10% of this particular amount. This means according to the question, 10% of this particular amount X will be equal to 40. So what is the value of X? The value of X will be equal to 40 times 100. This will go up, divided by 10. This gets cancelled. You can cancel over here also. It doesn't matter. Is equal to 400. Is equal to 400. Now, since you are being asked the old price, so this old price is your original price, and this original price I have already taken it as X. This means your X is equal to 400, means your old price is equal to rupees 400. Therefore you shouldn't get confused with the old price as well as the new price. Remember, in the new price you need to add the increase in the price. The price of a chair is reduced by 25%. What is the ratio of change in price to the old price? So here what I find that since they are talking about the price of a chair which is not given, so instead of taking X, it would be better for us to take the value as 100. Okay, so let the initial price, let the old price, I would write old price This old price means your original price. Let the old price be rupees X. Be rupees X. Let the old price be rupees X. Okay. What is the ratio of the change in price to the old price? Now, when the price is reduced by 25%, when a price is reduced by 25%, okay, so instead of taking X, why not to take this particular amount as 100? Okay, so if I take 100, naturally my problem would become quite easy. So let the old price be 100. When the price is reduced by 25%, this means the new price will be equal to 100 minus 25 is equal to 75. Is equal to 75. Your old price was 100, reduced by 25% means rupees 25. So 100 minus 25 is equal to 75. So in number 1, they are asking you change in price to the old price. Change in price to the old price. Ratio. Find the ratio. So since they are asking the ratio of change in price, let me write here, change in price by old price. So change in price is how much? So your change in price means the new price minus old price. So naturally the change in price means your old price was rupees 100 and your new price was 75. So this is the change in price. By old price was how much? So your old price was 75. Sorry, old price was 100. Let's subtract this. So we will get 25 by 100. So 25 by 100 will give you 1 by 4 is equal to 1:4. I hope you have understood this. Now, similarly in number 2, when you would solve the second one, what will you get? So for number 2, old price to the new price. So in number second one, you are being asked old price. Number second one, you are being asked the old price by new price. So my dear, this old price was rupees 100. Your new price is how much? So your new price is rupees 75. So when you will find the ratio of this after cancellation, 25 3 times, 25 4 times, you will get 4 by 3 as fraction and as ratio 4:3. I hope this was loud and clear. Therefore, you people will never get confused while solving these all kinds of sums. Okay? Let's have a look at the other. If x is 20% less than y, find these all values. Can't you? If x is 20% less than y, find all these values. In the same way, here also, since I had taught you by taking x, I would rather do this sum by taking y as 100. So let's take y as 100. So I would mention here, let y is equal to 100. Therefore, x will be equal to 100 minus 20 is equal to 80. See, everything became simple. Since I took y is equal to 100, x is equal to 100 minus 20%. Therefore, x will be equal to 80. I am writing 20 here. Why? Because if you would find out 20% of 100, you will get 20 over here. Now, x by y, we would be finding the value of x by y. X is how much? Let's see, x is how much. Therefore, x by y will give you a result. X is equal to how much? 80, and your y is equal to 100. On cancellation, when you people cancel this, okay, when you people cancel this, what will you get? You will get 2 4 times 2 5 times is equal to 4:5. So simple as anything. Okay, let's find the other one, y minus x. Here y minus x, so y minus x will give you 100 minus 80 divided by y, which means 100, is equal to how much? 20 by 100. So 20 by 100, when you would cancel this, 21 times 25 times will give you a value 1:5. What about x? Y minus x. Similarly, we have x is equal to, your x is equal to 80, while y is your 100 minus x is again 80. So this will give you 80 by 20. So your 80 by 20, when you would solve it, you'll get to 1 times 4 times. This means 4 by 1 or 4:1 as the ratio. The same type of sum we have over here also. If x is 30% more than y, remember here the problem was of less than. So when I took y as 100, my x became 80. Here, if I will take y as 100, let y is equal to 100. Therefore, your x will become 30% more than this, means 100 plus 30 is equal to 130. So you people have found out the value of x also, and you have already taken y as 100. Therefore, when you would find the ratio of x by y, so your x by y will give you how much? It will give you x is equal to how much? X is equal to 130, while your y is 100. On cancellation, you will get 13:10 as the value, as the ratio. Similarly, here you have y plus x by x. Now, I would not write here 13 by 13:10. Why? Because they are not asking us the ratio. So instead I would write 13 by 10 only. So why not to cancel this, and I would write is equal to 13 by 10 as the correct answer. Why? Because they are not asking a ratio. They are not asking a ratio. Clear? So once again we have y plus x by x. So what is this? Y plus x. So your y plus x means y is already 100. X is your 130 by x. X means 130. This means here you have 230 by 130. On simple cancellation, you would get a value how much, which is equal to 23 by 13. I would not write this 23:13 because they are not asking us the ratio. They are just asking the answer in fraction form. Similarly, you have y by y minus x. Y is how much? Y is your 100, while here you have 100 minus x minus 130. This means 100 divided by My goodness, here you will get an answer in negative. A negative value will appear because 100 minus 130 is equal to minus 30. Therefore, I would better say that these kind of sums, they are important from examination point of view. It's very simple. Okay, so let's do some calculation part. So when I do some calculation part, I'll get 10 by minus 3, or better I would write minus 10 by 3 as your final solution. Okay, I hope you have understood it clearly by taking the value of y as 100. Next, we would try to complete the remaining sums. Thank you.